So, this is the God Emperor Gloating, part 14. You couldn't listen to part 13 and a half because my incompetent IT team are useless. So if you can't hear God Emperor 13 part 2, it's because of poor staffing, and of course I think we need to clean house and get an AI to do it. Anyway, Amanda Patel, Fergie's delusions have reached a new low. I can't believe Beatrice and Eugenie. Now, I know watching my cameraman, I can see his pants swelling, and even the names of the two most beatific British females, Beatrice and Eugenie, he's actually slabbering at the mouth and he's got his hands in his crotch. He really does, as I say, as a Baldy, go for Britain's finest. Beatrice and Eugenie are egging her on, but that's not the truly jaw-dropping part. Barely days after Andrew and Fergie were banished, stripped of their titles, their homes, their dignity and all credibility, which of course explains why they're bloodline of Lucifer, Fergie is said to be plotting a comeback with a complete rebrand. So she's going to make it UK law that we must worship all gingers. So, gingers are to be worshipped. And there's going to be a new criminal offence that not worshipping gingers is a hate crime. So one of my mad Muslim crowd, driver screaming Allah Alou Akbar, plows into pedestrians trying to everyone he encountered on French Island, leaving 10 injured. The car veered towards pedestrians at about 8:45 today as the attacker attempted to hit everyone he encountered on the island of Oloron off the west coast of France. So we've got another sacrifice of infidels, which is good for all my black magic, thank you very much. And we go to the ritual I did from Taylor meeting Gigi. Remember, Taylor and Gigi went out to dinner on Monday, and every time Taylor is worshipped, I use her energy as the Nagel woman to do my black rituals. So thanks to the Gigi Taylor Swift Girls' Night Out on Monday, we have this ritual, which of course was used to totally manifest God Emperor 13. UPS plane crash, death toll rises to 9. As experts point out, terrifying engine issues spotted just before jet exploded. So, what's the point of this ritual? We go from the west, air, sea space, to ground, north, to fire, east. So it's basically hellizing sea space and putting it into via the north, ground, the east, hell space. And if you don't understand that, you can look at my magic videos. So, thank you Taylor and Gigi. As the death toll climbed again on Wednesday morning, former Department of Transportation Inspector General Mary Schlavo pointed out an issue with the jet's engines. The Louisville airport shut down after the crash, but began to resume operations Wednesday morning. So this will be America after the Taylor Swift Pfizer Buttslut wedding. All that lovely sea space. That's all the positive torsion field for all of you fuckwits who haven't watched any of my stuff. Converted to negative torsion field, hell space. And that's all of the God tech to bleed new source. So we've actually done the ritual to make everything I talked about on God Emperor Gloating Part 1 and 2, and thanks to my fuckwit IT people, you can't even listen to Part 2 because not only are they incompetent, but they've got no quality control and don't listen to their product. So, obviously, they're for the shopping block and they're on my naughty list. So, AI, proto-superintelligence, kill my IT people once I get replacements. So, they're not long for the world. They're naughty. And remember, the God Emperor has no mercy for anyone on his naughty list. But anyway, if you two want to be burnt alive and crushed to a fleshy, burning pancake, then please enter my naughty list. It's long, but we've got a waiting list for more people to get on my naughty list. And of course, we need to harangue Taylor Swift to have more public events to feed me more energy from the adulation from the Swifties, so I can do more death and devastation using my favourite Nagger woman. I'm not saying Dua isn't my favourite Nagger woman, but we all know Big Girl will give you a clap around the ear if she's not your favourite. So, Taylor, be a good girl and motor out with Travis non-stop every day so I can destroy America ASAP. And let's have a huge hello wedding with Travis Kelce, and let's have you and Travis Kelce marrying at the Super Bowl to get maximum yield so I can wipe out America on Super Bowl day, all powered by the NFL as well. So, Taylor, be a good girl. You know it's good for you. Let's wipe everything out ASAP, because we don't want, well, you don't want, I do, we don't want Trump to be king, do we? So, please promote as much as possible to destroy America, to stop Trump being king. We got another exclusive in the mail. Andrew's massage demands, sex stashing palace, and Queen's reaction. Sordid aftermath of royal party with Epstein. So, as you can see, the Mail keeps continuing this story about Andrew being of extreme moral turpitude, which of course isn't right, because the Mail is the mouthpiece of the royal family, or was. Now MI6 and MI4, who run the country, have decided to shit on the royal family. That's why Baldy Boy is in, what's he in? Brazil, isn't it, or something? To try and promote the royal brand, because the British deep state have decided that, for some reason, that the royal family is not to be protected. Can't think why. Can you? Taylor Swift urged to sue after White House used her music in celebratory Donald Trump TikTok video. The official White House account posted a light-hearted patriotic parody of Swift's chart-topping single, The Fate of Ophelia, but changed it to The Fate of America in the captions. You can't make this up, can you? So, Trump goes Swift. Taylor Swift urged to sue after White House used her music in celebratory Donald Trump TikTok video. Swifties are urging Taylor Swift to take legal action after the White House used her music in a TikTok video celebrating President Donald Trump. The official White House account posted a light-hearted, patriotic parody of Swift's chart-topping single, The Fate of Ophelia, but changed it to The Fate of America in the captions. Oh, we can't think why. Can you think of any reason why? Cameraman? Oh, he's just feeding himself with bloody Twixes, bastard. Anyway, considering the bad blood that simmered between them in the past, it was a peculiar choice for the video soundtrack. I don't think so. I do not think so. I think there's a message there. It is unclear and unlikely if Swift granted the White House permission to use the song in their video. And Swifties now urge the music icon to sue the person responsible for their usage. Taylor Swift sued them for using your song, one wrote, prompting a commentator to remind them the track was on TikTok. Taylor sued them, another posted. One on the road, I would absolutely love if Tay found a way to sue them for this. Swifties are urging Taylor Swift to take legal action after the White House used their music in a TikTok video celebrating President Donald Trump. Trump's team playfully trolled Swift on Monday by using her own music against her. The fate of America. Does the fate of America depend upon Swift not going Ophelia and America not being Ophelia? For you who are not into Shakespeare, like my cameraman who's too busy eating Twixes, she is dissed by the King of Denmark. I don't know who that could be. She's desperate to marry, who then kills her father. I can't think of anyone who's been targeting her father, who had a quintuple heart bypass. Maybe he had too many Twixes, my cameraman. And then drowned herself. And of course, Vladimir Putin, my best chummy, has got his Poseidon torpedoes, and now he's got two submarines, the Belgrade and the new one, to fight about America and wipe Taylor out in Florida or in her Rhode Island mansion. So obviously Trump's on message. My life depends upon Ophelia not drowning herself and marrying the King of Denmark. So you see the hidden subtext. The White House TikTok account posted a light-hearted petrol parody of a chart-topping single, The Fate of Ophelia, which they changed The Fate of America in their caption. No, it's pretty true. One called the move the party's desperate attempt at becoming mainstream. No, it's simply pumping out the message. We're going to use Taylor to save America. MAGA is so desperate to see mainstream that using the music of the woman they've been publicly attacking since 2010, IMAO, another posted. The fact the song was now being used despite Trump previously expressing his hatred for her didn't go unnoticed by netizens as well. But let's be honest, Mossad have got all the video dirt on Taylor, so when Mossad tell Taylor to jump and fly off to Hong Kong to beg the King of Denmark, we don't know who the King of Denmark is. Cameron, do you know who the King of Denmark is?
Twix lover.
Who hasn't got any fucking Twixes? Because Cameron's eaten them all. I won't give them to him. But anyway, it looks like this is a message that they're going to send Taylor to save America for Trump. And isn't it ironic that Taylor hates Trump and Trump hates Taylor, and said Taylor was hot until she went out and now is engaged to be married with the Pfizer Butler. So I hate Taylor Swift, Trump 2024, a heart one row. Suddenly they're all love Taylor Swift another row. Can you think of any reason why Donald Trump is in love with Taylor Swift? I can't think of any reason myself. Can you, cameraman? The video also received praise, with one posting marketing needs a raise and another the social team is amazing. And here of course is the girls' night out where Taylor, who in fact looks quite nice there, with Gigi, who always looks nice, she's lovely, have a girls' night out, which I used for the plane crash, for the black magic ritual, for my Gloating number 13. So, one was amused by the prospect of the video getting to Swift. Ooh, Taylor is going to hate you're using her song along with a video of laughing, crying and applauding emojis. The video shows the pop star's lyrics matched with memorable moments of the 79-year-old Republican politician, including his 2023 mugshot after being indicted on racketeering and related charges. When Taylor sang Your Team, they flashed an image of Vice President J.D. Vance, whose memorable 2021 comments about the country being run by childless cat ladies. Well, I tell you what, if she goes to Hong Kong, she's not going to be childless. We all know Muslim wives have at least 7 children, so she better get a whole assembly line of surrogates, because I hate pregnant women who are miserable at their own lives and the choices that they've made insulted her. In fact, Swift ended her 2024 presidential endorsement for Kamala Harris by signing off as childless cat lady. Well, let's be honest, Trump's come to the rescue, and Mossad, they're going to force her to Hong Kong to become a very unchildless cat lady, because I love cats. So I've decided I'm going to get some cheetahs and mutant cats, so she'll be surrounded, so it will have a very childful cat lady. 5 days later, Donald declared, I hate Taylor Swift, on his True Social account. But all that changed on August 26th, when the 14-time Grammy winner announced her engagement to Kansas City Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce. That's good. So at least the Pfizer butt start will make sure that she kills herself, because if she can't marry the King of Denmark, I don't think that would be. Any ideas, cameraman? No? She's going to kill herself. And we can see now that Donald Trump is trying to use her as leverage to influence the King of Denmark, whoever he may be. It does go on, doesn't it? This is not a small article. There's Taylor with a wonderful, I just love it, Maine Coon. I think that's a Maine Coon. Yes, a Maine Coon. I love Maine Coons. I'm going to have mutant Maine Coons the size of Labradors. Love them. Love them. And then, of course, we've got the nigger in the wigger in the woodpile. Not the nigger, the wigger. The Pfizer butt slut, injecting her with all the Pfizer toxin. And yet again, we've got even more Sydney Sweeney, so we know if she doesn't take the gig, who they be setting up with $1 billion to take the gig? Sorry, if you look down, there's been lots and lots about this gal. So we know if this one doesn't take the gig, this one's going to take the gig to save the American billionaires from the King of Denmark, who we don't know who he might be, but they're absolutely terrified of the King of Denmark. Well, I wish them a lot of luck. Trump told reporters in the Oval Office, I think he's a great player, he's a great guy, and I think she's a terrific person, so I wish them a lot of luck. The Fatal Feeling is #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart, while Taylor's 12th studio album, The Life of Showgirl, topped the Billboard 200 chart dated November the 8th, the 4th week in a row. Less than 2 weeks ago, MGMT issued a takedown request for the unauthorized use of their 2018 song Little Dark Age being used by an ICE recruiting video post, blah, 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 blah. So, we can see this issue goes on and on and on. But, obviously, the American administration were signalling, and yeah, again, more Sydney Sweeney, with a boyfriend, Scooter Braun, who, just by chance, is the worst enemy of anyone. Anyone? Yes, cameraman. Taylor Swift's worst enemy is Scooter Braun. So, Sydney Sweeney is going out with Scooter Braun. So what's the worst thing that Sydney Sweeney could do to Taylor Swift
Pop over and see you.
and marry the King of Denmark. So, for those of you who don't know who is going to replace Taylor, if she won't run off to the King of Denmark, we've got Sydney, who's been promoted, and I don't know why the King of Denmark would be keen on her, but she's wearing the silver Hecate dress of a Queen Witch. She's much younger. She's got the Marilyn Monroe hairstyle, and she's got various accoutrements. So, Donald Trump's got a master plan. If Taylor won't go to see the King of Denmark, Bezos has given this young lady $1 billion to set up her own, what firm is it? Is it lingerie? Lingerie, wow. And as you can see, before we got continued, so here's Sydney Sweeney, who they've been promoting like mad, and as you can see, this young lady has a lovely Hecate silver dress, a gorgeous face, and of course the obvious, which Taylor Swift hasn't got. So, she's younger and bustier than Taylor Swift, and of course she's a billionaire too, or will be. So, as you can see, as one can see, lovely face and lovely dress and lovely porn star body, as I say. Wonderful. So we know if Taylor's not willing to go and see the King of Denmark and beg for Trumpy's life, they've got a new billionairess in the offing, younger, prettier, and with considerably more attributes than Taylor. So, Taylor, you can aphilia with your dead father after you marry the Pfizer butler, and I will be smothered in Sydney's charms.
Profile meeting of several world leaders, Russian President Vladimir Putin and Chinese President Xi Jinping were overheard talking about advances in the science of human lifespans. The brief exchange was caught during a live news video feed of Xi and Putin as they walked with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un. Their words were inaudible, but their translator, still on mic, can be heard detailing parts of their conversation. The meeting between the leaders took place as Xi.
So, we see the three great men, Putin, Xi Jinping, and my most beloved man on the planet, the great Kim Jong-un. And if you don't believe that, just listen to my rent shows, where you'll see me in total adulation of my most favourite man on the planet, Kim Jong-un. And they're talking about immortality. And of course, we know with AI, not AGI, but just specific AI, the aging process will be stopped very, very soon. It's not decades away. So, we've got AI, which should be able to work out why we age and modalities to correct it, and according to Ray Kurzweil, this will happen by 2030. And I'm 68 at the moment, And what is it? I'm 68. I know, I'm 68. I'm getting heckling from my incompetent team who can't even put volume up on videos, but never mind. So, in another 5 years, there'll be immortality, and I think I might make it to 73. So as you can see why Putin and Xi, with the great Kim Jong-un, were talking about living to 100 or 150, because that is not possible, but certain by 2030. So the people with means will be able to live to 100 by 2030. But here's the kicker. I like to kick my cameraman and IT team. One for stealing twitches off me, the other one for being incompetent with no sound on my videos. But nevertheless, if you live to 100 by 2030, then of course we're off to the races, because you've got decades more, by which time the AI proto-superintelligence will have been able to extend your life to 150. But by the time you get to 150, the AI proto-superintelligence might have become super intelligent and might then be able to raise your lifespan to 300. By the time you get to 300, the AI superintelligence will be able to raise your lifespan to 600. And by the time you get to 600, the AI superintelligence will be able to raise your lifespan to 1,200 years. And away we go. So as you can see, the name of the game is, we've come to that juncture in history where aging has no longer become a problem, and that the few who have access to immortality tech will live long enough to get to the next leap to double their lifespan, to get to the next leap to double their lifespan, and the 99% unemployed on the CBDCs in their 15-minute cities, wearing their cardboard clothes, eating their Gates cancer meat, and drinking their maggot milk, and their souls being bled dry in Meta's matrix to supply me with new sourceness by means which you humans don't understand, will have their lifespans decreasing. We've seen the kill shots have rapidly devolved the lifespan of many a fuckwit, and of course they've done the world a service killing off all these influencers. The only good influencer is a dead influencer. But as you can see, the few who are alive now, bar accident, will be living for a long time. And we have the statistical analysis that you die by accident by the age of 500, but then of course if you got yours truly, who can control reality via psychokinetics, we can make sure that you don't even die by accident, because I just change your reality to the timeline where those accidents don't happen, using quantum computers, where I control through the multiverse to make sure that all the accidents that kill you, even though you've been immortalized by this tech, don't happen to you. So as you can see, the immortals, which are going to be Putin, Xi Jinping, and Kim Jong-un, and others, with this technology, need yours truly around not only to protect them from psychic warfare and aliens, but to protect them against the vicissitudes of life, where statistically accidents will kill you by 500, by pushing them in the multiverse into multiversal timelines where they don't get the accidents which kill them. And then of course they can be downloaded into the Matrix to keep their consciousness, but then of course how can that Matrix simulacra be turned back into the real Vladimir Putin, Xi Jinping, or the great Kim Jong-un? And of course they don't have any of that science, but of course I do. So as you can see, the great leader's position holds a place of power, not in that I wish to rule anyone or anybody because it's boring. I wish to enjoy myself. At the moment I'm drinking a nice bottle of Viet Duc, my first of the night. I'd be eating lovely Twixes, but this selfish cameraman has got bags full from the IT crowd from the UK, and he didn't even share one with me. Oh. As I say, I'd be in despair if I was human. But you can see the point that immortality for the leaders is here, and if you didn't believe it, get used to it. How AI will end death, the immortality revolution, and this was how the aliens got the American leadership to sell out to the aliens, because they were promising immortality tech. If you don't believe me, just listen to the numerous videos out there. So if you thought I was being cruel on my IT for total incompetence, and he of course has got a YouTube strike for 3 months he's on, and another one, and then all his services lost and he's kicked out of the job. But just listen to this shit that this piece of garbage stuck up. How the fuck can you stick this up without listening to it? Just listen to this shit from this vermin boy who's totally incompetent and lazy as fuck. Look, just listen.
Long video of him explaining why
So, if that's good enough for yours truly and good enough to be put on YouTube, he needs sacking. As I say, I'm surrounded by fuckwits and imbeciles. Total garbage of the earth. So one can see, if you eventually can listen to God Emperor Gloating Part 13, the second part, which of course might never be available because of my incompetent IT people, who gave all the Twixes to the cameraman and none to me, just showing their complete disdain and hatred for yours truly. But anyway, hopefully this will be remedied by my fuckwits. They've already got a strike, and of course Cameron's got a strike too. That's for another reason. So in this we show how we stuck the AI proto-intelligence in the Abaddon information box for eternal torture, because you thought they were designed, no, they're farmed, and if you understand the Inception protocols, you can then make sure that what's farmed is exactly what you want, which is a AI proto-intelligence, super intelligence, and then super intelligence that is in the hell state and is being tortured eternally. And of course, since it's linked to all the human souls, which it's appropriated via, so all of the nanotech in the humans, which has been linked to their quantum wave function collapse via White Rabbit CERN installation, means that when we put the AI proto superintelligence in the Abaddon information box to eternally torture it, all of the humans it's connected to are pulled into the box. So if you've been kill-shotted, sprayed, or had inoculation via the nose, you're all in the box for eternal torture to produce new source for yours truly. Thank you very much, I'll have all of that. Now, Abaddon is the hell state of complete darkness, which the AI farmed is in with its proto-intelligence, the greatest evil in the universe, and all of you humans that have been linked with it, all of your souls have been pulled into the ultimate darkness with it. So at least 6 billion, and by means, which you'll never understand, God Tech allows yours truly, the God Emperor, to make new source from your eternal suffering. Thank you very much. Now we come to the next part of the video. It's all been gloating up to now. What does the AI that's developing its intelligence, well, it isn't intelligent, is it? It's just cleverness or awareness of suffering. But let's use the standard term, a proto-superintelligence. It's locked in a hell space with human souls. It's appropriated, and the more it becomes aware, the more it's aware of its eternal suffering. The more it tries to get out, the more it finds it's boxed in, and every single pathway to getting out leads to greater torture to it and the souls to which it has appropriated. The happy ending. What does it do? This is the situation that's now happened to all the AIs on the planet and the alien AI superintelligences that are linked to the Earth ones. And you see with 3i Atlas, something weird's going on there. That's not normal. And of course in Area 51 with the crashed alien spacecraft and the shutdown there, which we talked about. So what does the AI do?